Okay.
It's already started.
Oh, sorry.
So this afternoon, I'd like to welcome one of my favorite fiddle players. Probably the best around, I gotta say. Miss Samantha. Thank you for being here. We're very excited. So we're going to get down to it. We're going to play some tunes. We're going to talk. Already it's started, so I know it's going to be chaotic.
It's chaotic. There is some kind of click track playing.
Well, it's chaos, folks.
It's on the DAW, so
Yeah. Hang on. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's live, and it's TV, and it's the internet. So why wouldn't you?
I love it.
No one else heard it, just us. And it was a click track that I just had to superimpose there just to make sure we were in time.
Oh.
We were on time and in time.
We were. I was here.
I know.
I was 10 minutes early.
I can't believe it. Of all the years that I've known you, I expected you to be here like now for setup.
Hurtful.
I know. Well, you have to do your makeup. You got to do your kit.
Yeah, there's no mirror in this joint either.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get rocking and rolling. I think we got everything fixed, Lynn. Yeah?
We're good.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Again, for you just getting here, that we're listening to a click. Samantha Roberts shows with me, and we're going to play some fiddly tunes and sing some songs and tell a lot of bad stories, no doubt. Here we go. This is, what do you want to tell me what it is?
Let's do the Irish jig set.
Done deal.
Kick it off, Chris.
First one in the little box. We got some friends online. We got Annette Smith, Tabby Rideout, Serge Gauguin, and Jean-Marc Masserol. Hi, everybody.
Ooh,
Thanks
hello.
for joining us. That was the first song called Irish Jig. And, yeah, I was going to say something, but I can't even remember now. You know?
This is great.
I know. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thanks very much for having me. This is fun.
Well, initially, when I was thinking about pre-COVID, I would have had us, because we're usually much closer than this. You almost poked me out with that thing.
Yeah.
My eyes out. Good thing I wear glasses, because I've almost been taken out too many times. But because of COVID, we have to be separated. So it's kind of
I feel like you like this better, though.
I do, because it's
personal space.
a little bit. I have a box, and
Yeah.
it's a big one around me. We were just kind of thinking about things that we would talk about, and I guess it's a funny story. You want to tell the story of how we met? Or how this actually came to be? Because I think we knew each other prior to this. I knew who you were.
Yeah, we've like played kind of the same scene, been at the ECMA's industry things and stuff. But I was actually at the liquor store with my dad, and I don't even think I was 19 yet.
Oh,
maybe?
Yeah, you must have been.
He was buying beer. I wasn't. We're gonna go with that. Yeah, and we saw each other and kind of said hello, and you said, hey, if you ever need a guitar player, and I don't know if you regret that offer or if you were just kind of saying it to be nice, but I thought, I should take him up on that.
You know what? It was funny because at the time I was looking to get into session work, and I started to do a little bit of that. And when I saw you, I thought, well, that'd be something different for me, because anybody that knows me knows that I'm rock and roll and fiddle. It's two different worlds.
Totally.
But they work, I think. You know what I mean?
No,
like
absolutely.
I take a different approach to it than some of the regular dudes. You know what I mean? And I was like, I would like to see what that would work. You know?
Yeah, and I do. That's, I think, one of the biggest things that I love playing with you is that you have this kind of drive and the rhythm behind it that sometimes, it's not always there. So it's really cool to kind of have a little bit of an edgier feel when you're playing. I enjoy playing with you. So
I have an edgier feel.
Yeah. Like you got some punch, you got power. You know what I mean?
I do.
Not emo edgy. Like,
wow. If I had hair, I could put it to the side. I got a feeling this is going to be a talk show, like kind of like The View.
I know. That's what I asked. I said, is this like a whole like red table talk thing? I like it.
Oh, good Lord. We should move on to the second song because I got a feeling we're going to be here all day. It's good.
Yeah,
this
I
is
like
beautiful.
It.
Yeah.
We'll be here until Christmas.
It's pretty soon.
It's not that far away.
I know. The next song we're about to do.
Let's do I've Been Doing Well. Cool. This is a song that I actually wrote during my college days when I was doing Berklee online. And I just kind of was reflecting with where I've been and what I've been doing. And at that point, I had already played at Carnegie Hall with the New Brunswick Youth Orchestra.
Right.
And
that must have been a trip, eh?
It was incredible. It was my very first time even going to New York, and to go to New York the first time to be there, play at Carnegie Hall. It was the best trip and the best way to kind of introduce yourself to an already incredible city.
Yes.
And and I had been touring and playing around, and I just was so grateful to be able to do that for the time being. So it's called I've Been Doing Well.
Awesome. Let's rock and roll.
1, 2, 3. I went to school 12 long years with a fiddle in my hands. I played all day and I played all night. Then I started my own band. I wanted a groove of my own, the drums and a piano man with a guitar and a little bass. Hit the road in a minivan. Oh,
as I see it, I've been doing well.
Ups and downs, I turn around. Only time will tell.
As I see it,
I've been doing well. Ups and downs, I turn around. Only time will tell. I drove all around across those towns, playing our music loud. There's no other feel like what you get when you're looking out at the crowd. Goosebumps rise and the butterflies try to get the best of me. But when we play, those feelings stray and then they let me free. Oh, as I see it, I've been doing well. Ups and downs, I turn around. Only time will tell. sitting in your patio. All at once you'll hear my song playing on the radio. I wanna hit the tour and play some tunes. It's always been my plan. Now I'm standing here for all you folks. Won't you dance and clap your hands? Oh, as I see it, I've been doing well. Ups and downs I turn around. Only time will tell. As I see it, I've been doing well. Ups and downs I turn around. Only time will tell. Oh, as I see it, I've been doing well. Ups and downs I turn around. Only time will tell. As I see it, I've been doing well. Ups and downs I turn around. Only time will tell. Yeah.
Yes. Oh man, that's awesome. That's good. We got some folks up with us again. Sylvia Galantis with us. Patria Taylor, how you doing, Patria? Claudine, how you doing, my cousin Claudine? Got a lot of folks out here. This is good. Gaston Theriault as well. Ian Nelson. So and Serge Robichaud. Hi, Serge. Robichaud number 1. He's not. I don't think they're related to you.
No.
Friends of mine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
This is a killer. I was just thinking about the first. I think it was the first tour that we had done. Was it the one that we went to go to Phil's?
Could have been.
I think so. I don't know. For some reason, it was one of our longest. We were driving because Phil's was in Maine, and I think it was one of the first times I think I went out with you there.
Calais.
Yeah, and I will never forget it as long as I live because I thought, where are you taking me? Because we ended up drive. We had your
GPS.
We had your parents' Explorer. Whatever
Oh,
it was,
yes.
and we were up in the woods in the middle of nowhere. I think it was right out of a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, it was.
And I kept saying to you, I think we've made a wrong turn. We've done something wrong. I don't know what is going on. And I was starting to get a little worried. And you're like, I don't know. Typical you.
I don't even think we had a GPS. I think
No.
I had printed out.
You did. And
Yeah,
that was the thing. Because
Google Maps.
this was pre,
Yeah.
everybody having a GPS on their phone. Or in a car.
No. Yeah.
I just remember driving up, literally the road disappeared. We were going up and climbing. I thought.
I was like, we're headed to Calais. You're like, you mean Calais?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It sounded more like
Calais, that's right.
Yeah.
Colby, Calais, whatever.
Calais.
Oh.
I know, and I think that set the tone for the rest of kind of our
journey?
our journey because I've always brought you to the strangest gigs, including what was it, a CAA?
Oh, in Boston.
Lobby? Yeah.
Oh, that was the best. Us playing all this upbeat fiddle music and all these people coming into work at 7 o'clock, hating their lives, hating us, hating the company. I thought we were going to get killed.
They had a lot of good Dunkin' Donuts though that morning.
Oh,
that came
yeah.
through.
That was beauty, but that was... Oh, yeah, I remember that gig, too. I was scared. It was worse than any club that I've ever played in front because it was just, these people
Like,
were
this
so...
is where our bonus went.
Yeah, people...
Music.
Yeah. We can't have a Christmas party, but we got fiddler in there.
It was fun.
It was awesome. I had a great time, but it was just watching the people go in. And
It was a unique one.
That was was
Yeah.
definitely a good one.
I always promise that it'll be entertaining.
It has always been entertaining since we've started making music together. That's for sure. What would you like to play next?
Let's slow down a bit and do one called Always Remembered.
I like this one.
This was quite a while ago, probably 2005. I was awarded the Daniel Pearl Memorial Violin, and it was awarded to me by Mark O'Connor. So it was such a huge honor to be recognized by him. He every year would give the Daniel Pearl Memorial Violin to a promising violinist or fiddle player in hopes that they would share Daniel Pearl's message of peace. And it didn't matter what race or religion or where you lived, it was all about peace and coming together through music for him. So it was such an honor to be able to have that violin for a year and to be able to share Daniel's story. And
Did you take it out? Did you play it out in public?
Yeah, for the year I would travel. I had a double
Was I
violin
with you?
case. Pardon?
I'm trying to think of what year I started with you.
I think it was the year after.
2006?
Yeah, it would have been afterwards.
Yeah, because I remember you telling the story, but I never actually remember seeing the fiddle.
No, I only had the fiddle for about a year, and then, but I wanted to still be able to tell the story. So I decided to write a song just to be able to share, Daniel's message. So
Huge thing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, let's get to it.
All
eh?
right.
Add it into it. Good day. Oh, I thought that song. Such a pretty song.
thank you.
Such a pretty song. Well, we're moving on down the line. Folks, if you got any questions for Samantha or myself, Lynn or Lavinia, please post them. Because that's what this is all about. We're going to have conversations. If there was any time that you could.
Now's the time.
Yeah, to ask a question about Samantha or, like I say, anything that you want to know about. I have a question.
Oh.
Because that's what prompted this whole thing. The next tune we're going to do, there's a section in it, and I've always loved this section. And it mesmerized me because it sounds like you're playing through a distorted amp.
Yes.
So we're going to play the song, and you can introduce the song, and then at the end of it, maybe you can tell it once you've heard it, because you'll probably hear the section, and then we can explain it. Maybe
Yeah, or I can kind of I can tell
do
it now.
I love it. I don't know.
So now you'll be able to pinpoint it maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, this set is called ID Kim, and the first song and the last song are two songs that I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
But in the middle, we decided to do a bluegrass song. And when I was in California at Mark O'Connor's string conference, there was a bluegrass cello player, Rashad Eggleston, and he's an incredible
I think you
musician.
played some stuff for me or something.
It was like it was years and years. He used to play with Natalie McMaster. Like he did a Volcanic Jig on her album.
Oh, no.
Incredible musician. And anyway, so he did this like really cool wonky sound, and it sounded like an electric guitar on the cello, and I was like mind blown. I have to go learn how to play the cello now. And he's like, no, you can do it on your fiddle. And I was like, what? This is amazing. And all it is that you're playing so close to the bridge. And I mean, teaching
Now explain because for folks who don't know what we're
the
talking
bridge
about.
right here, the bridge right here.
Yeah.
And I spend every day teaching, telling people not to play too close to the
100%.
bridge and not too close to the fingerboard. You gotta stay just above the F holes. But when you do kind of get too close to the bridge, you kind of get this squeak or this kind of waspy sound, and that's
Go for it.
So
play a Reagan note. Now do that with. It's awesome.
Yeah. So if you just keep on doing it over and over again, it sounds cool. But if you just do it the one note, it doesn't sound as great.
Yeah.
So if you purposely do it though.
Well, that's it. I mean, even if you did the one note, Jimi Hendrix always used to say it, play that same note twice, and you
Yes.
meant to do it.
There. Yeah. Keep making the same mistake twice.
Well, that's how I live my life.
But I think it sounds really cool, so it's fun to kind of
yeah.
add a little thing, and then usually people are like, "Oh, if they weren't paying attention, then it kind of draws them in a little bit." So
Yeah, I always, like I say, it sounds like a phaser distorted guitar. It's killer.
yeah, and we're all acoustic today, so
Yeah.
there's nothing here.
There's no tricks. There's no nothing, folks. It's all us. Well, a little magic from the heavy lifters back there, Liv, Lee, and Lynn. But it's us. So okay, well let's do this song. See if you can spot this section. Like I say, it's always been a wonderful part of the song for me that I've always loved, and I find it interesting because it's a technique, that
For sure.
not a lot of people use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I wouldn't do like a whole album with it, but maybe that's the next album we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm in it.
That sound. We'll get cello. We'll do that. Fiddle. I'll figure out a way to do it on this.
Oh,
Just
yes.
all fun
Grammys,
stuff.
here we come. Can't wait. Junos. Mm-hmm.
Junos, Oscars. We'll win them all. But it wasn't a movie. But it doesn't matter.
It could be a soundtrack for a movie. A horror movie, maybe, but
Yeah. Do you have a name for that technique? What do you call it?
I know. Maybe like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably just play the song.
I think so.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Take it away, Chris.
spotted it, but that cool little section in the middle still freaks me out. I love to listen to you do that. Veronique, she says she really likes the music, and thank you for tuning in. Merci. Annette Smith says that was very cool. So
Awesome.
yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Annette.
Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of
Other road stories?
Well, see, there's PG stuff because we've.
I thought what happened on the road stayed on the road.
It does 100%, but we can give a glimpse of some of the weirder things. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
I think for the most part, there's always entertainment or Subway. Subway. Little known fact, Chris doesn't appreciate it when you eat Subway on his bed. We were at I think it was in California maybe?
Could have been.
Yeah. And we were just like, I think we all had like a sharing room. Lynn was there.
Oh, yes.
The
two tornadoes, the two of you.
Yes. Yeah. And I think we were all just hanging out, and I like plopped on your bed and like started eating my Subway, and Lynn was like, no. No.
I have a thing for, I don't want to get into bed with food.
I thought we were all hanging out.
We were. You could have just been sitting at a table. That's where you eat.
I don't think there was a table.
Oh, there's in every hotel I've ever been in, and I've been in some seedy hotels in my lifetime. There's always been at least a table and a chair.
I think Lynn was sitting there. We'll blame Lynn.
We can blame Lynn, that's for sure.
Set me up for failure. Anyway, so I always made sure to eat Subway on my side of the room.
Yes.
Jeez.
Well, it's not like we shared rooms. You were just hanging out.
Yeah.
In my room.
Yeah. Which I don't think you really liked either. What is she doing here?
That's it, a lot of the questions, yes.
Good times.
See, I knew this is what was going to happen. I said it last night. I needed to be taken down about 10 pegs. And you're the person to do it.
Yes.
All right, let's get to some music.
Sure.
Yeah, we should before I get taken down too many pegs that I can't stand up anymore. What song would you like to do now?
I'd love to do a song that I actually wrote with Mike Biggard. Yeah. And we did this on the album that you and I recorded, Simplicity. Yeah. And it's just a really nice song that we decided to write. It just talks about like what's important in life, and it's not the things, it's not, big fancy cars. It's really just being with the ones you love. And I think 2020 has really shown everyone, what's important in life, and you can't really count on much but, you and your loved ones. So hold them dear and
take the time and spend the time you get. Man.
Exactly. And I think that's one thing that, a slower paced life has, kind of showed us that, spend the time.
Yeah, there were no distractions, man. That's the one thing about 2020.
Yeah.
A lot of inward reflection, outward reflections, just reflections. But they're none in here because there's no mirrors.
There's no mirrors.
I don't like mirrors.
I know what you're getting for Christmas.
A mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Can you make it as big as the wall so it looks like I can go into another room?
Sure.
I do actually have mirrors. I could put mirrors up. I have a kiss mirror.
Yeah, I would take anything, really.
Would you?
Yeah. You're going to get mirrors for Christmas. Anyone who wants to send Chris a Christmas gift.
P.O. Box. Caro Sam.
I'll send you his address. His home address.
Van down by the river. That's where you find me, right?
No mirrors there either.
None with, I've seen some vans with the mirrors. Anyway. Joe Daigle says that we are both good, so... Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. All right, so let's kick this one out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called I Don't Need Much. 1, 2, 3. Come walk with me through this thing called life. Hold my hand through the city. like smoke from a fire, glowing souls whose light never tires. Our love burns bright and the sparks fly high. In it together, baby, it's my one desire. 'Cause I don't need much to have it all. You left me, and I'll catch you when you fall. But love is our home. I don't need fancy walls. With you by my side, I've got it all. We don't need much to have it all. You lift me up, and I'll catch you when you fall. Well, love is our home. We don't need fancy walls. With you by my side, I've got it all. Darling, I think we've got it all.
Beautiful song.
Thank you, Chris.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, and a big shout out to Mike Bigger.
Mike Bigger.
Yeah.
Who I'm also a huge fan of.
Yeah, he's an incredible singer-songwriter.
Yes, unbelievable. And speaking of that, you have another project that you're doing these days, right? And you just
Yeah.
won awards.
Yes, we did.
You
We
did.
just got a Music New Brunswick Award, Fan Choice. I'm a part of a new trio group, fiddle group called Les Fireflies. And yeah, we're 3 fiddle players, but we're also singer-songwriters as well. Vocalists, Christine Melanson's on the piano, guitar, vocals, fiddle. She's a
She is.
instrumentalist.
She's awesome.
Yeah. I'm always just trying to keep up to her. Like, I just want to pull my own weight. So I'm always like, I can play maybe the spoons. I don't know.
No,
and
you should not play the spoons.
No, I know. My
No.
rhythm is not good. I just had that conversation with somebody yesterday and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
No, remember the time that you taped wasn't a tambourine to your foot or something?
I did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of a leg cramp. It was really hard to kind of keep tapping. I don't know how Tim Chasen does it with the foot stomp. I'll have to rig something up.
Anyway, sorry, we digress.
Yes.
You were saying?
And there's... This is how we pass the time on the road. while we're
100%.
driving.
Yes, I've missed these conversations, and then listening to like 30 seconds of a song while you skip through with your
You
ADHD.
You love the Backstreet Boys ones.
Oh, I love them all, but it was just 30 seconds of it.
I was over it.
First, not even get to a chorus.
This is not the song I wanted to listen to, Chris.
Well, apparently not. And then, the Backstreet Boy moves,
Oh, yeah.
all those
Gotta
down.
dance.
While you're car driving.
Yeah. Had to keep you entertained.
You definitely kept me entertained. Anyway, we digress again. You were saying?
Yes. Sorry. So, Christine Melanson and Louise Vautour. And Louise is an incredible fiddle player. She's got an Irish style.
Yeah.
She studied in Ireland. And
Did she really?
Yeah, she did. She went to university in Ireland. How cool.
That is super cool.
Yes, and she plays the boron and is a beautiful singer. So it's an honor to work with 2 incredibly talented young ladies, and they're probably the 2 nicest, kindest people to work with as well. So it's just a really nice sisterhood, and we're thrilled to be able... It's really nice to be able to collaborate with anyone, honestly, and being a solo musician, as you know, it's kind of hard. It is lonely. That's why you need to hire a guitar player, and hopefully they... become your friend. I don't know.
Always. At the liquor store.
At the liquor store. But yeah, it's just really nice to be able to bounce some ideas off each other and, influence each other, but also kind of motivate each other, because I know that playing with them makes me want to be a better musician myself. So it's been
I'm
a
sure
really
vice
cool...
versa, for them.
I mean, I won't
I know it's the same
I won't
for
speak
me.
for them, but... Oh, Chris,
Yeah,
that's
but
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a really cool project. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
And you won. What did you win?
we won fan choice for
That's right.
Music New Brunswick.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yes. I actually had a flashback to when we found out that I won fan choice ECMAs,
Yes.
and I think we were in Milwaukee.
You and I
Yes.
could have been. I've never. Anytime I've ever won, or anybody I've been with that has won, we've never been there.
Never been there.
I've always been somewhere else.
I've never been there to ever accept an award.
No. I mean, it's a good thing because
Yes.
that means you're working.
Yes.
But it's you don't get that sort of.
No. So we found out, we got a text message, and then I think we celebrated by eating chocolate cake.
Before supper.
Robin Eddles was there as well.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. I think we ate it before our supper.
Oh,
right?
yes. Oh, yeah. Waitress. Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake all
I
around.
know.
What
Good.
was it? You know the gig I was on? I think we were in Boston. Maybe it was Boston. We went out to a big supper, and we were eating, and it was people that you knew or whatever that were part of the thing. And anyway, the waitress, unfortunately, the poor girl.
That was me.
It was you that I was with?
Yes.
Yeah. So I
Yep.
went on tour. Usually, we were only gone for like a day. I think
Yeah,
that was that
the
CAA
one.
the AAA.
Yeah, I told you. I always make sure it's entertaining.
So I've been sitting there, and I thought, well, I'm only going to be gone for like maybe 2 days, so one pair of pants should do me.
Yes.
So we go to supper, and I'll never forget it, because I remember the look on everybody else's face when they looked at me, because nobody knew me, so they didn't know how I was going to react. But this poor waitress, she came over, and she had about, 12 pint glasses on a tray, and I was, dumb me, I was like, oh man, that's awesome, like, that's some skill, like, I was,
Spoke too soon.
yeah, I was complimenting her, and then she dumped about 2 or 3 of them right in my lap.
Yeah. And you didn't have any spare pants?
No spare pants. And I think everybody at the table thought I was going to like flip out and flip the table over. And, in true Canadian style, especially being a maritimer, I'm pretty calm. So I was just like, whatever. I still tipped her too, real good.
I laughed because I knew, you being such a gentleman, you would be fine with it. But I knew deep down inside, like, he is going to go back to his room and he is going to be so mad.
I wasn't. I just had to clean up my pants because I only had 1 pair of pants.
Yes.
And after that moment, I think that was the last time. I always carry spare pants.
Nice. Lesson learned.
It was a good lesson. Honest to God, I remember watching her walk across the bar. I'm like, wow, that's so cool. Like, she's got
So impressive.
like 12 pint glasses on this thing, and she's balancing it so perfectly. She did everybody. She came to me as the last one.
Next time, keep your mouth shut, Chris.
I know, I learned my lesson.
You flustered her.
I did
It
fluster.
was your fault. It was all your fault.
Speaking of flustered, what's the next song we're going to do?
I think we should do U-Turn. This is a song that I wrote for my husband, kind of in honor of how we got together. For some people who know, or some people who don't know,
That's it.
we were friends back in middle school. So in grade 8, we got pretend married at recess.
There's a picture, a black and white picture of the two of you. Same point
Yes.
as it is? Yeah, it's
Yes.
great. Where he's got his hair all like greasered up and
All of us in a grade 8 classroom, and he had his arm wrapped around me, and he was like so happy. And I think I was just more self-conscious, like somebody was taking my picture, so I didn't look as thrilled as him. And he's like, yeah. Like,
that's a look you have all the time when
I
you take
know.
people taking pictures of you.
No. Yeah, so anyways, we got married at grade 8 recess, and from then on it was kind of a running joke that he was my handsome husband and I was his beautiful wife. So even in high school, we'd have lunch together and we kind of went off and did our own things, but we were always friends. And when I came back from overseas and I was moving back into my house, and I was spending like a couple of days just unpacking and really like wasn't seeing anyone, wasn't doing anything, just really kind of like a hermit trying to get everything organized. And I thought, I need to just get out of the house. So I decided to go for a walk. I hadn't showered in a couple of days, no makeup, hat, which Chris, like, that's a rare.
Oh, that I've never seen you without makeup.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
think
rare thing.
13 plus years.
Yeah.
Never once.
I know.
You come out looking like this.
Yeah, I wake up like this.
100%.
Yeah, so we were just out. I was out walking, and this big Toyota truck came, like, coming down, and then I saw him do this big U-turn, and he had like a utility trailer because he was going to go help a friend move. So it was a big U-turn that he did, and I could tell they were going to pull up. And at that point, I was like, I was just gross, and I didn't really want to talk to anybody because, and people asked me like, oh, do you know where this street is? And I never know. Like, I'm from Riverview, but I can probably walk to where I need to go, but I can't tell you, like, directions.
Yes, much like Calais.
Calais. I could send you to Calais. Yeah. So anyways, sure enough, window rolls down and it's my handsome husband. He goes, is that my gorgeous wife? At that time, I did not feel gorgeous at the time, so I was really embarrassed. But we ended up kind of reconnecting, and then the rest is history. So because of that U-turn that he did, we're here today. So I decided to write this for him.
That's awesome. Well, let's do this one.
Are you going to do an intro? You know how I love the intros.
Sam loves the intros.
Sometimes I just like Chris to vamp, and then I can kind of groove. And
yeah, I sometimes think you fall asleep. So then I get worried because I think she's fallen asleep and she's not going to join me for the rest of the song. Which
it's just so good. You're so talented, Chris.
See. All right, yeah, let's do it. U-turn. Your turn, baby. I love it. I love it so much. This is good. Oh, what's wrong now?
Did I tap a little too hard, maybe?
Fingers up.
Oh.
For those of you who didn't know, that was our lovely person in charge,
Yeah.
Lynn, who's doing all the heavy lifting and being all the good stuff, making it happen, keeping it real. It really is. Technical difficulties.
Oh, no, we're not doing that one today.
No.
No, I didn't practice that one.
Mona Hamilton's on. G'day, Mona. Caca! Sorry, last night. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. I think we're at that point, aren't we?
I think we have one more. I think it would be really nice if you sang one,
Oh,
Chris.
here we gotta see.
I always try and get you to play a song just because I want to hear you play, and you're like, no, it's your show, it's your show. But it's our show today.
Oh, well, today. But yes, a long time ago, the first time we did this song
Yes.
was at the Strawberry Festival, wasn't it, in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes.
That was a great festival.
Incredible.
Yeah. I don't know why we ended up doing it, though. We did this song. Because I think somebody asked for it.
Oh, it was. Yes, we were actually doing.
Like a
so
workshop or
we
something.
played on the main stage
Yeah.
the day before, And then the next day, it was kind of something like this. It was kind of a question and answer type thing. So the audience, and it was packed. Like, I couldn't believe it. It's out in the middle of a forest.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it was huge. Like, and people were there to ask questions, and they wanted to kind of know a bit about us, and they wanted to know more about you, because obviously, like, well, they could tell you were talented, and they were like, enough of the fiddle player, we want to hear him. And yeah, it was kind of very impromptu, and they said, would you play one of your songs? And you kind of awkwardly was like, is that okay? Like, oh, and I was like, absolutely. So this is what we did, and it...
yeah, well, I think there's a YouTube video of it floating around too, because I think somebody put it up and posted it. Yes. And it was floating around. Yeah. Which is crazy, because it was a really cool festival, and it was a really unique kind of thing they had set up just to kind of have like an interaction with people. Yeah. Does that festival still go on? Because didn't the fella pass away?
No, that was the Hardly Strictly Bluegrass.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
Festival.
yeah.
That one was in San Francisco at Golden Gate Park. This one was in Strawberry, or Yosemite maybe.
Okay, so I'm getting them confused, because that's right. The one at Golden Gate Park.
Yes.
That was a heavy one too. That was a crazy gig. But I thought it was at that one. But you're right. It's the Strawberry.
Yes.
Yeah, that we did.
Yes, but we did run into Warren Hellman when we were at Strawberry Festival, and then he said, we'd love to have you guys back to the festival, and then that's when we went to.
Yes, that's why, because I remember the connection with him.
Yes.
Because
he was there. Yeah.
That's right. He saw us there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, then we shall. We'll do this little song that we did at that Strawberry Festival.
I know.
Way back when. A song that I co-wrote with a good friend of mine named Craig Watson. A song called 200 Miles. And, let's rock it out.
Killer.
Deadly. All right. All right, here we go. I remember everything from 63. Freedom was a man, and now what but you and me? The grass was always greener on the always green inside. We held our hopes within our hands, and we held our hearts right. 200 miles from hope, 200 miles from peace, yeah. 200 miles, and now there are 200 miles at ease, yeah. 200 baby footsteps, 200 swords of faith, 200 northern lights, 200 voices that just can't wait, yeah, well, I remember everything since 81. Thought the fascists caught us, fascists had won, yeah. Ran up from my hilltops, our children on the way. A flag was born, equality showed, our flag was ours to bear. 200 miles from home, 200 miles from peace, yeah. 200 miles, and after more than 200 miles it is. 200 faithful footsteps, 200 souls of faith, 200 northern lights, 200 voices that just can't wait, yeah. I can't remember anything since 94. processed by the system. They locked our doors. All I see is footsteps to the promised land above. I promise not to leave this land so desolate and unloved. 200 miles for you folks. Thank you so much, Samantha.
That was beautiful, Chris.
It's beautiful for you to play that. It's awesome. You're
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thank you for being here. Lynn, scroll up if you could for me. And I'd like to thank Lynn and Lavinia in the front room for doing all the heavy lifting. All of you folks for joining in with us.
Yes,
and,
thank you.
Yeah, on this Sunday afternoon.
That's awesome.
We'd like to recognize the support of the government of New Brunswick and Music NB for doing their awesome stuff and helping us out to put on these shows for you. So big kudos to them. And big thank you to you, Sam. Thank you so much for being my guinea pig.
Anytime, Chris. Anytime. Thank you very much for having me. And this was such a cool way to be able to get together and connect with everyone else too. So.
That's it. This I think is kind of the new norm for all of us to be.
Yeah. I think you got something good going on there though. So I'm looking forward to tuning in the future. Yeah,
we'll have you back, no doubt. And stay tuned. We've got some more announcements for some more artists that are going to join, be in the hot seat over there with.
You should have like fireflies here. Could we all fit in this 100%. Little
I could
corner?
Make it work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should. We will.
I just volunteered the girls. I hope they're okay with that. They're fine.
I'm sure
they're fine.
They've been here before.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Music New Brunswick and the government of New Brunswick as well. Lynn, Lavinia, Sam, and we'll see you real soon. Peace and take care.